Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a foundation routine for spring. In the winter time, I tend to use foundations a little more full coverage and thicker in consistency. But for the springtime, I like to tone it down to something that's a little lighter, something that doesn't need a lot of blending and a lot of maintenance throughout the day, even though I do have dry skin and my foundation doesn't tend to leave me as the day goes on. I find that people with oily skin do have to touch up more during the day. But people with dry skin, the foundation tends to crack in places where it's a little bit more drier, or it tends to settle into finer lines, as it does for me. The foundation that I'm going to be wearing today and demonstrating is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup Lotion. This foundation has been around for years, and I've heard lots of people talk about it here on YouTube. It's not necessarily for dry skin, but it is made for all skin types, and I don't like this in the winter time. I feel like my skin is way too dry for this particular foundation, but in the spring and in the summer I get a kick out of this one because it does hold up very well on my skin, and it is very light. I don't have problematic skin, so I don't need something that's full coverage all the time. So this works really well for me, and it's available at the drugstore. So this is the shade N3 Natural Buff. For the foundation, you definitely want to wash your face as soon as you wake up in the morning. I usually do it as soon as I wake up, and then I'll go have breakfast with my mom, and then I'll come back and do my makeup. So by that time, all my moisturizers and everything that I'm going to be talking about right now has time to settle into my skin before I put any sort of makeup on top. So what I use to wash my face is the Simple Refreshing Facial Wash Gel. This is just a travel size. I really love this face wash in the morning especially, but I also use it at night because it's very calming on my skin, and it relieves any redness that I may have. Next, I follow up with a toner because I do have dry skin. Again, I want to use everything that'll moisturize my face, and this is the Mary Kay Botanical Effects Freshen Toner, and this is for dry skin. I've tried other ones from the drugstore as well that I really do love, but this is really good, and it has no scent or anything like that, so it's not going to irritate my skin. Next, I'll go in with a eye serum. I switch up between this one and two other ones that I have, but the other ones are more of a cream, so I like to use those at nighttime as well. This is the Elizabeth Grant's Eye Renewal Serum, and this I put under my eyes to moisturize and to avoid my concealer from creasing. So after that, I will moisturize my face using, you guessed it, my favorite moisturizer. This is a Clinique Dramatically Different. I love this stuff. I go through it all the time, and yeah, I don't have much to say about this, especially because I know a lot of people that do love this product, and it's great under makeup. I don't use this at night because it's too light. It's not as moisturizing as I need it to be at nighttime, but before makeup, this is the only moisturizer that I will use. And after all that is on my face and I've let it sink in before I put my foundation on, I will go in with my MAC Fix Plus. I'll just put a couple of spritzes all over my face. This will just help moisturize again and allow my makeup to lay a lot better. And I do have a full video on this product, so if you want, I can link it down below so you can check out more details about this product and what I use it for, besides just moisturizing my face. So yeah, after all of that is done, I will move on into my makeup, starting off with my foundation, and that's pretty much it. So this is my foundation routine for spring and summer as of right now, but if anything changes, I will for sure do an updated version of this video. But for now, this is my morning skincare routine with my foundation routine. stuff that I use every day before I start filming. So if you would like to learn how I get my skin the way I do, then please keep watching. Okay, so right now I'm looking all types of crazy. I don't have my hair done. I have a little spot treatment on my face because I have a bit of redness right here and like a little pimple that's starting to flourish, and I haven't washed my face or anything like that, so I will go and do that quickly and I will be right back. Okay, so once I have all those products on, I just sprayed the Fix Plus. That's why I'm waving around my face. I'm gonna go in with my foundation. It's been about 7 minutes since I put all those products on, and I'm also gonna be using a beauty blender. This is just a beauty blender that I got off Amazon. It's nothing fancy or anything. It was like $2 or $3. I've noticed that it also doesn't get as big as a regular beauty blender, so I wouldn't recommend this exactly, but it does do the job, as well as the triangular sponges that you can get in like a pack of, I don't know, 10 or so. Those are actually really good. I started off doing my makeup with those sponges, but if you can get your hands on something cheap, not even a big deal. Or the beauty blender that they sell at Sephora, hey, be my guest. They also do have really good blending sponges at a store here called Rexall. I saw a pack of 3 of them for $10, and those are actually really, really good. So until I get those ones, I'm going to be using this one, and it's just a black sponge. Okay, so as you can see, I did a light coverage on this side. See, it's very light coverage. I don't have problematic skin, so I don't really need something full coverage, but what I like about this foundation is that it's very light, and I don't feel like I'm wearing tons of makeup, and I really enjoy that sort of look for spring because I could just throw on a light wash of this foundation and just blend it out with the sponge, and like with a damp sponge, and just put some minimal products on top just to finish off the look. But for concealer, I'm going to be using my favorite, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. I use this all the time. And I'm just going to place that under my eyes. And it may look like I'm placing a lot, but that's because this concealer is very sheer, so I'm building it up. And I'm also blending it out with this little sponge applicator that it has. But I'm really not placing a lot. I'm just bringing it down in a triangle formation just to brighten my eyes, my under eyes. Like that. And see, it instantly brightens my face. And then I'll bring it up on my forehead just a little bit and on my chin. Some people bring it down their nose, but I'm not about that. So again, I'm going to take my sponge and just blend that out. And next, I'm going to set that with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to be using the yellow shade here in the middle. Again, this will help brighten the under eyes as well as set that concealer so it doesn't crease. I don't normally set my face with a powder like completely because, again, I have dry skin and I don't have a problem with my foundation not lasting, but in this case I want to set that concealer so then it doesn't move, so then it doesn't crease in my wrinkles and fine lines up here and stuff, as well as under the eyes. But most of the time I just skip that step anyway. I'm just showing you all the steps so in case you do have oily skin, you can use a powder to completely set your face, or wherever you have more oiliness, which is usually in the T-zone. I tell my sister all the time to use powders to set her face because she has more normal skin and she's a little oily around her nose, so she uses this powder here, which is why it's Hit Pan, and this color goes better with her skin tone because she's a lot lighter than I am. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my foundation routine. Other than that, I don't really do a whole lot. Maybe I'll go in with my MAC Fix Plus just to set all of that, but I'll do that after I do the rest of my face makeup, which is my contour, blush, and my eyebrows, I guess. I mean, I don't do a whole lot with my complexion because, as I said, I don't have problematic skin, and I do have dry skin, so the least amount of product I put on my face will help keep it the way I place it. But this foundation is, again, my favorite for springtime and summer. It's very light. If I'm not wearing this in the spring or summer, I'm honestly not wearing any foundation at all because all my other foundations are more full coverage and more heavier on my skin, even though they're not too heavy where it's uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna go and finish up the rest of my makeup. I cannot speak today. And I will do my hair and I will be right back.